Hi, I'm Dan and welcome to Awesome English. Now, our learning objective today is to be able to write complex sentences. Now, they're not as hard as they sound, but if you haven't checked out our videos on simple and compound sentences, I suggest you do that first. Okay, let's get started. So spooky and scary. They sound so scary, don't they, complex sentences? They sound so tricky, but they're not too bad. Now, especially if you already know what a simple and compound sentence are. Okay, let's learn more. Welcome to our awesome checklist for today's lesson. Now, this is our roadmap for success. These are the learning objectives we want to achieve by the end of the lesson. So our first one is to know what is a complex sentence. To know that a complex sentence has two ideas, or clauses as they're called with grammar. To know that we can use a comma to join these clauses together. To know that they have an independent clause and a dependent clause. And to use ISAWAWABUB to help us do it. Let's get moving. Before we get into writing complex sentences, we need to recap and review what a simple sentence is. Now, a simple sentence is one idea. It makes sense by itself and it has a subject, verb, and sometimes a complement. Now, what we call that in grammar is an independent clause. Let's learn more. Alright, so now we know what a simple sentence is, or an independent clause. It's time to know what a dependent clause is, because a complex sentence is an independent clause and a dependent clause joined together with a comma. So, a dependent clause does not make sense by itself. It's like a baby sentence. It needs its mama to help it, and its mama is the independent clause. So, the way we can make dependent clauses is using ISAWAWABUB. If we pop one of these guys in front of a simple sentence or an independent clause, suddenly it doesn't make sense. Okay? So it's going to need a dependent clause to help it out. Let's learn more. Let's see one of these little guys in action. Alright, so we have an independent clause right here. The man ran for the bus. It has a subject, a verb, and a complement. It is one idea. It makes sense. It's a simple sentence. That can be the first part of our complex sentence. So once we have this little guy, our simple sentence, we can change this into a dependent clause. Now we can do that by adding one of these bad boys, ISAWAWABUB. Once you add an ISAWAWABUB to the front of this sentence, we're going to have a dependent clause. Let's check it out. So now we've added when to the front of this sentence. When the man ran for the bus. Now it doesn't make sense. When the man ran for the bus. That is not making sense. Is it one idea? It is one idea, but it doesn't make sense yet. So what we need is an independent clause to help the sentence along and turn it into a complex sentence. Now we have the dependent clause, when the man ran for the bus. When we pop that ISAWAWABUB, that subordinate conjunction in the front, it doesn't make sense anymore. So it has become a dependent clause. What it needs now is a comma and an independent clause or simple sentence to help the whole complex sentence make sense. So let's spend a minute. Talk to the person next to you if you're in class, or have a think at home. Write some possible simple sentences or independent clauses that can make this guy now make sense. He crashed in your pole. He tripped on the gutter. He waved at the bus driver. These are all independent clauses that make sense by themselves. They're simple sentences. They're one idea. Now, if we add that to our dependent clause from before, we're going to have a complex sentence. Let's check it out. So when you put it all together, you get a complex sentence. Let's annotate it. It has a dependent clause, an independent clause, a comma, joining it together, a subordinate conjunction, ISAWAWABUB, at the front. So all these strategies can help you construct a complex sentence. Now remember, you don't have to start with a dependent clause. You can switch it. So you can start with an independent clause and finish with a dependent clause. You just use the same formula. Let's keep learning. Now it's time for some practice or partner work. Go and write 2 to 3 complex sentences. Use this formula and the super cool ISAWAWABUB to help you. Over to you. Thanks for learning with us today at Awesome English. I hope you enjoyed the lesson today. Now remember, if you want to learn more about writing and how to become an awesome writer, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and check in on those other great videos. I'll see you next time, and remember to stay awesome.